If you guys are trying to take your training to the next level and you want to increase your speed, your power, your conditioning, then you got to check out Phil Daru's 8-week heavy hitter boxing program. I'm telling you guys right now, there's no joke.
Shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation.
DBN Nation, of course. Support DBN Nation. You're hearing it from Floyd Money Mayweather.
It's Terrence Crawford, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
This is Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation, baby.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo! Hey.
If you know, you know. Now, AJ is over here falling for every trap by all these reporters. Just because a reporter is asking you a nice question and is not related to Deontay Wilder doesn't mean he's not setting you up if you don't answer the question correctly. So Anthony Joshua got asked, do you believe that Lennox Lewis is bullying you in the media? And AJ responded by saying, yes, I believe he is. Yes, I believe he is. Keep in mind, Lennox Lewis is not your average fan. He's not your average analyst. He's actually a fighter. Matter of fact, he's an all-time great heavyweight. He's a fighter that been in the trenches. He been there, done that. And he's also the last undisputed champion that we had in boxing in the heavyweight division. So the fact that he critiques you and point out certain flaws or certain things you should change in your camp, he's all of a sudden bullying you? Man, this stuff is straight out of comic. If I didn't know no better, I would have thought this was stuff out of a comic book. And this is the same reason why Mike Tyson came out and stated that he sees Ruiz winning the rematch, because AJ is not cut for this. He's seen 1,000 people like AJ, and he's just not made to be the heavyweight champion of the world. Basically, he's stating that AJ wasn't born a champion. He was made a champion. He was a paper champion, basically. And if you think about it, who did he really beat for the titles? He fought for Tyson Fury vacant belts at the end of the day. But regardless of any of that, you can't take critique, especially from a heavyweight champion that's giving you advice in a way. You can't take that as hating or bullying. Instead, you should take it as words of wisdom and run with it. And you got to keep in mind, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Obviously, Lennox Lewis didn't come out of nowhere and critique AJ. However, he did have a reason to critique AJ due to his poor performance versus Ruiz the first time they fought. Obviously, Lennox Lewis got defeated before, but not in the fashion that AJ lost. Lennox Lewis got knocked out by one punch. AJ, on the other hand, after the third round, where the fight was actually competitive up to the third round, he got a knockdown. Then after that, Ruiz got up and really started bullying him and beating him up the whole fight. And AJ was asking his coach, what should I do? What he's going to do next? Like, he was so confused and frustrated. And that's where the critique came from. From his poor performance, from AJ mindset, from his camp, from his trainer. Lennox Lewis felt that he needed a better trainer. And I agree with him all the way. However, if AJ had personal vendetta from the past, because Lennox Lewis always claimed that AJ needed to fight Wilder and he's ducking Wilder, then to each your own, because at the end of the day, AJ, you should have fought Wilder when you were supposed to instead of duck him. You asked Wilder for $50 million. He offered it to you. You turned it down. Then you sent Wilder $15 million offer, a low blow offer. Wilder accepted, and then you don't sign your own contract that you sent him. So it just confirms time and time again that AJ been ducking Wilder. So don't be mad at Lennox Lewis and what he had to say. Be mad at yourself for not taking that fight and losing on that huge payday. So Anthony Joshua, he needed to get his mind right. He needed to train mentally more than physically for this fight, because mentally he's been all over the place. Yes, I heard he's been busting his ass in the gym, but like I said, you got to train your mental more than your physical, because in the sport of boxing is 90% mental and 10% physical, at least according to Mike Tyson. And that's a fighter that stated that he favors Ruiz because AJ is just too weak. So like I always say, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't, and listen to these casual fans. Follow Lantoon Boxing for the funniest boxing memes. Follow me at Aki TV. All the links will be in the description box below. Subscribe to my channel, click on the notification bell, and to be continued on the next episode of Aki TV. Peace, and we outie.